start tomorrow, or are you already on them?
I've been on them since Friday morning.
I didn't remember if you said the first or second when we were standing outside.
Yeah, it was like whatever Friday's date was. That was the end of work for me.
See, I thought you said the second, so I thought maybe you had to still work the Sunday.
No, it wouldn't make much sense to have one shift and then the rest of the week off unless there was no way around it.
No, but there's a lot of times where your work hasn't made a lot of sense and you've explained it to me. So.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sounds like the thing. Do the Sunday, have the rest of the week, and have the rest of the week off.
Well, there was one time, not this boss, but a different one, got my vacation request, and it's like, oh, okay, can you work such and such day instead of the other day? And I'm like, no, I'm asking for an additional day off. If I was asking for a shift trade, I would have used the words shift trade. And he just kind of looked at me, and I'm like, there's no way for me to phrase that without sounding like an asshole, but you're the one who opened that door. And he's like, yeah, okay, fair enough. If I wanted a goddamn shift trade, I used the words goddamn shift trade. Sometimes you gotta just wonder, like, what goes through their head if they even thought about what they said and how it sounded.
Yeah, but in all fairness, though, when it came down to it, like, my birthday being the 17th, and if I could get the last 2 weeks of August off, and it required me working an extra day through the week, just for the fact that I would get, like, off to the 1st or whatever it was, it was not a big deal to me, so.
Yeah.
To hit the stride of the long weekend, whatever it was.
I want my goddamn days off.
Oh yeah, that was standard fare for me at that point. I'm like, I don't want to work on my birthday, and I don't want to come back until after the September long.
Yeah, I had started to make a tradition of taking my birthday off, but then it was like the second day of a brand new job. So I was like, well, I guess that tradition's not going to happen this year.
Yeah.
And then, like,
Can't
the
be
next like 3 years in a row, it was like, no, major project that needs to be worked on every birthday. It's like, damn it.
Do we know your date of birth? If not, is it February?
No. It's in September.
There are worse fates than having to work your birthday.
The other part of that whole 2-week thing too was a buddy of mine. His is September 1st, so.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
I think you might know him.
Yeah, probably. That reminds me, am I invited to the wedding? Am I your +1?
For Steph not to go and to take you, yes.
I'll dress up nice.
Wow, I can't even process how entertaining that would be.
Oh my god. And you know, it wouldn't matter. There was absolutely no circumstances under which they wouldn't have made
I'm gonna die! Oh no, I didn't die.
Sorry, what was that?
What? I had less than 1 health. I fell off the cliff.
I said there's no circumstance under which they wouldn't make some kind of a fuss about that, either at the time or you'd hear about it later.
Or never hear the end of it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The fuck were you thinking? He said he behaved. He behaved. What more do you want?
Well, my argument is nothing. My argument would be, oh, I'm sorry, are you the same person who stayed for at least half an hour at my wedding?
Yeah. Barely made it through the ceremony before he disappeared.
Like, unless someone told me he was there, I had no idea.
Yeah, he didn't even come up and say anything to you, did he?
No, didn't even say goodbye.
It's so weird. Why wouldn't you at least say goodbye before you leave?
And then afterwards, oh, well, you have the song on recording. Can I see what you did in regard? Like, well, yeah, sure, I guess so. But you also could have just been there.
Yeah, you could have not bailed. Yeah, people are a little inconsistent, to say the least.
It was a room of over 200 people, and you knew other people. You could have found a way to stay.
Well, exactly. You could have sat and shot the shit with me and Trav, and
Hell, come to the main table and sit with myself and my brother, people he's known for years.
yeah, I guess he's even less of a fan of Steph's than I am. I'm not totally sure what the statement was he was making there. Can you explain the reason why he was absent?
Yeah, nothing to do with Steph. It was the whole situation from honestly the night before, but I guess it was the week before.
What, the bachelor party thing?
Yeah, the whole bachelor party thing, yeah.
Makes no sense. Like, was he pissed off at Dan or me?
You. But it wasn't necessarily you. It was Shauna who was upset about something, so.
I cannot roll my eyes loud enough for that level of pettiness.
Oh, it was absolutely fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse my language.
No, that's fair. In his case, if that's literally the reason he wasn't there is because he had his dick out of shape over me, like, Jesus, man, get over it. It's your best friend's wedding. And fuck, Dan managed to put aside his butthurt and be there.
The single person you've known the longest. There, with the exception of, like, family, there's no one in his life that he's known longer.
Yeah, his parents are the only people that have seniority over you. Like, that says something. That's just weird.
But his explanation to me was he was pissed off about something and he didn't want to freak out on, I don't know, you or whatever it was based on the previous weekend and blah, 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 and he had to get the hell out of there.
Sounds like a pretty weak sauce excuse, but alright. If you don't want to freak out about it, then don't fucking freak out about it. Also, control your drinking, and you'll have an easier time not freaking out about it. You don't pour a gallon of booze down your throat, you'll probably not say something you regret.
Whatever. 7 years removed. I think I got the explanation 5 years ago. I didn't understand it. I still don't. I guess I've forgiven him for it. Well, we'll see what happens in the future here.
Well, for what small and confusing part I apparently have played in that, I apologize, but
No.
yeah, I wouldn't have known I played any part in his absence from the wedding if you hadn't said so. Oh, well,
I don't know. It seems weird though. Like, well, it doesn't seem weird, but we kind of know how he is. We've seen him in his better moments, his lesser moments. So I don't know. Does it make me a bad person to say I'm not kind of surprised?
no, it just means that you got history there and you recognize pattern when it evolves. It'd be like saying, hey, does it make me a bad person for saying I expect stupid shit to come out of so-and-so's mouth? Well, no, if so-and-so says stupid shit all the time, that's a fair expectation that they're going to say something dumb.
For what it's worth, over the last 7 to 5 years after the wedding, there's yourself in regards to yourself, you've definitely been a better or closer friend than he's turned out to be. Not that he hasn't tried, but still, it's him, right? So
Yeah, he's always been a little bit absent or AWOL or whatever.
I was married a year, and Steph
Mm-hmm.
hadn't met him. We
Yeah,
talked about that. Yeah.
yeah, I was thinking about that, and as I was saying, he's always been a little absent or AWOL. 'Cause it was the first time he had seen you in a year. Was also the first time I had met you and him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, just I haven't seen the guy in like a year. Um, you're supposed to be his best friend. How have you not seen him in a year? What the fuck's going on?
Let's see if we can chain control consoles together.
Oh yeah, that'll end well.
I almost kind of wonder if Steph was like, I wish I would have known ahead of time. This might have been a deciding factor.
This is a deal breaker. This right here.
This guy here, yeah.
How often am I likely to have to put up with this? Once a week, once a month. Give me a ballpark. Be like once a year.
That might have even been too much for her. Well, now it's completely different, right? Because of Sean.
Yeah.
So. Now I can't hear enough about, we should all hang out together. Yeah, alright. When someone actually makes plans and they're final, let me know. Otherwise, I'm out. I'm not out, but, tell me when to put on pants.
Yeah. Don't expect you to do all the fucking chasing around and wrangling cats.
Oh, God, no.
Cannot place too many structures nearby. Okay.
How do you explain to someone, all I do is just wait for the phone call and then I go and hang out?
Okay, so it has to be placed outside the pole range of the first one.
And amongst all that's happening, I wonder, they seem suspiciously absent in regards to their phone calls. So I wonder if that has anything to do with what's going on.
What do you mean?
In regards to the divorce.
You think that's keeping them from checking up on how you're doing?
Oh, or the fact that they'll call and tell me their side of things, right?
Oh, I didn't realize that there had been much of that.
Oh yeah, I've known both sides for the majority of it. So.
Yeah, that's gotta be fun.
I guess that, like, both sides are all three sides, depending how you look at it, right? So
Yeah, no kidding. Well, one more week. Just keep telling yourself, one more week.
oh yeah, when you told me the 8th or 15th, I'm like, let's just get this shit over with. No offense. I know you're dealing with it more than I am, but like,
I'm fucking done with it. I'm so done with it. It's funny, at one point, my lawyer's like, well, okay, they've conceded on every point here, blah, 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 this, that, the other. So there's not really any point in arguing. Like, no, I want to fucking keep hitting them while they're on the ropes. And she's like, alright, calm down. I'm not going to stop hitting until the fucking wet noises stop. She's like, alright, maybe we should just take a break.
stop watching boxing movies and let's get back to the door.
Yeah,
But even for,
that's not a bad parallel to draw, though. That's essentially what it ends up being. It's just a fucking knocked down, dragged out ass kicking on one side or the other.
a divorce could easily be considered as a prize fight. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's an unfair characterization.
But even like a year ago, and based on everything that's going on, they're like, oh yeah, well, this is going on his side, and do you really want to be friends with that person? And like, it's just like they even try to play like sides. I'm like, okay, guys, leave it alone.
Yeah, don't put people in the middle. That's not cool.
I'm like, both sides have told me I'm okay to do what I'm doing, but you're now trying to, not.
Manipulate it.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks.
Yeah, that's not cool. You don't put people in the middle of your shit.
Well, fine. If you have a problem with it, say so, and then don't turn around and say the other thing.
Well, I mean, even still, if you're in a situation where someone is forcing you to choose between you and them, how often do people choose the person that forces that decision on you? Like, I feel like it doesn't go the way that they're hoping nearly as often as they might think. I feel like most people would
Never once in my
take exception to that.
never once in my life, when given an ultimatum, have I ever chosen the person who's given me the ultimatum.
Yeah, like it goes against human nature, really. Is in my experience, people when given an ultimatum tend to be like, well, fine, fuck you. I'll cut off my nose to spite my face if it screws you over somehow.
Thankfully, based on definition and technicalities, this wasn't an ultimatum, so I'm fine.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's a shitty thing to do.
Well, again, he helped me set up the Twitch stuff, right? And then where has he been since? He was all gung ho on all the games we can play and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, yeah, take it as a grain of salt.
Yeah, because he's gonna just ghost again.
Thanks for your help. I'm gonna go check with Wolf to make sure everything looks as you say it is, and go from there.
I will check with my resident authority on things. Thank you.
Well, he wanted to be the guy, but I'm like, I'm gonna go actually check with my guy afterwards. Yeah.
I'll check with someone who
I've been doing it a little bit longer, probably.
yeah, I'll check with someone who be a little more experienced on the matter, just in case.
Oh, he knows shit. He knows pretty much nothing about it. But if you ask him, he made the internet.
I see.
That's just who he is.
I'd like to say that's an exaggeration, like for your benefit, Wolf, but it's not much of one.
But see, when you go in knowing that, it helps.
He tells him some tales. They certainly aren't short tales.
Nothing wrong with the guy. I love him. He'll always be my best friend, but you really got to know what you're dealing with when you deal with it.
Yeah, you don't go in with your eyes closed. That's just recipe for disaster.
Oh, you got out of the nunnery and you saved 64 dogs. Good, awesome. Okay, cool.
Cool story, bro. So what's for supper?
Yeah, I thought that story was exaggeration, but I'm sure there was one like that.
Well, if you look hard enough, you can find just about anything.
We joked around this before, but one of the things that drove him crazy was when he was telling all his tall tales, and I was standing there. He hoped I wasn't going to be the one to debunk the tale.
Nope, nope, nope. What the fuck do you mean, nope? None of that happened. I was there that night. That didn't happen.
I was in the same high school.
None of the things you're saying actually happened.
Don't get me wrong, sounds great in context, but I was there. Didn't happen that way.
Parakeet.
I don't have to listen to you, phone. I'm off.
What do you mean we didn't grab our jetpacks and,
Yeah.
ran down the villains?
God, you're not much of a team player, you know.
Probably my downfall.
I can only hope. Was that sinister? It felt sinister.
Kind of need a little bit more, but yeah, I got it.
Okay. Let's
Deeper, longer.
Muku Guy Pan. Better?
Oh, that I liked.
Come on. Put that fucking ladder where. Why we always gotta go through this ladder? You know where. You know what? Fine, go there. Let's see if that works.
And my apologies, Wolf, and the internet there, dragging you into our conversation about people's divorces and stuff.
Shit. Well, if you believe her lawyer, it's been a regular subject of conversation on here.
Yeah, and I was asked to try and prove where, and I couldn't find one, so.
Yeah,
Not that I would have, but.
Yeah, I kind of had a hard time remembering where exactly it was that I had been running her into the ground, as they had said. I'm not saying anything that's untrue. I'm saying things that are accurate and unflattering, but not untrue.
That was one of the phone calls I actually got directly.
Really? Wow. That's kind of impressive.
Yes. Hi, darling. What would you like? Blah, blah, blah. Can you find them? Well, I don't know. I guess I can look. That'd be great. Thanks. It would help out. Okay. You're welcome.
Your wife actually asked that of you.
No, your wife asked that of me.
What kind of fucking dumbass is she? Like, really?
Calls me. So, can you help prove my ex-husband's credibility? Oh, I guess I could look into that. What would you like?
While we're at it, I'm just going to shoot myself in the foot here, because why do it
Well,
once?
well, you're on the stream all the time, right? He's got to have said something. I'm like, oh, I'm sure he has at some point. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great. Can you find that clip? Oh, yeah, sure. I'm on that. Yeah.
I can't believe she actually fucking thought that asking you was going to yield results. Like, wow.
Guess she was levering the fact of being friends with Mike. But I'm not stupid. I know which side's playing which side, right? So.
I just can't believe the fucking audacity. Like, why am I going to the trouble of building a capture box when this is just going to be a fucking honey drop? This is what you get for not paying attention. I don't think I would ever consider asking something as ridiculous as that. That's really surprising.
See the
I don't know.
greenhouse.
I don't know. I guess I could have told you before, or whatever, for reason it's coming out tonight. Just maybe I'm tired or whatever it is. But like, I got tired of not telling you the stupidness that was happening on this side of things. So
I just I wish that they had a little bit more tact and not put you in the middle. I mean, I asked you as moderator of my stream, hey, did I do anything or say anything that I shouldn't have? And you said no. Okay, fair enough. That's a little bit different than, hey, can I get you to dig up some dirt on someone for me? I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, we spend, what, 4 or 5 nights a week chatting. You talk to Mike every 3 months?
he called to find out why I was in the hospital.
Oh yeah, that's right, he did. So that's already 3 times this year.
Or August. So yeah, he might have met his quota.
Yeah, I had forgot about the hospital.
Remember, that was the stupid text that Steph sent to
Yeah.
Shauna.
Yeah. Paul's in the morgue. What?
Might as well have said that.
Like, it's just as confusing as and misleading as that would have been. It would have almost been better. Paul's in the morgue and they couldn't identify the pieces. What?
Like I said to Mike when he called in, I'm like, well, yeah, you got that information, that, or for all you know, I could have been recruited to the army.
Yeah, just consider the source when you when you worry about things that come from the wife.
Exactly what you know the difference.
Oh man.
Oh, it's coming from your wife going to, yeah, okay, well, there's the first one.
Yeah, how many games of telephone did you play as a kid? Enough?
We've been over, you've met Steph, right? What makes me laugh is when we've been over there to play board games and there's reading involved. He'll try first, then he's like, no, I'm out. And he hands it to Steph. I'm like, we're screwed.
He'll try reading something like
Like the instructions for a board game.
oh Jesus, and he hands it off to her.
The Steph.
While we're at it, should we get Trav to read it? Oh man, like, how many times have we done that where it's like Trav picks up the instructions, we're just like, really? And he's like, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Mike turns to me, he's like, can I top you up? I'm like, no, actually, I need a second glass.
Gonna have to start doing this two-handed.
If my wife's the one reading instructions, oh yeah, let's get this over with.
Is there an AA preserving bin that I'm not aware of?
There is a preserving barrel from your high seas one.
Does that seem to work better than the regular preserving bin?
Looks like it's still doing it one at a time. I don't know. I don't know if it's faster.
Okay.
it might be preserving the ingredients longer. The cooked prime. Looks like this is maybe 18 hours max. And then 50 days on the jerky. I don't know what the preserving times are. Or preserving bin time is.
Alright, let's get spark powder in there. And oil.
AA dehydrator. Yes, there is something. I had never took it.
Okay.
Store your perishables to preserve. Uses electricity. That's why I never took it. Because every time, or before when I was going through and looking at things, we didn't really have generators running so much.
So let's take a look at this. The
And there's also an egg incubator.
uses electricity to make cooked meat into jerky. Son of a bitch, I've even got the ingrown, and I just went and made preserving bins. Alright. Tear them out.
Oh, apparently there's a grinder, AA grinder.
Yeah, it requires
That
a
would
shit
be-
ton of polymer.
Yeah, but it looks like that would be better than just trash can.
Yeah, because you get
Although I don't know how much you get back from your. I don't know how much we get back from our cloth armor.
Well, I mean, really, whatever we get back is still better than nothing. So,
An industrial forge. A refrigerated chemistry bench.
interesting.
Yeah, with a little polymer, looks like something we could make. And a polymer converter.
Yeah, we need that to make the organic polymer into conventional polymer and vice versa.
Converts polymer between hard and soft.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, apparently I broke the seal. I need to hit the bathroom again already. What's it been? 15 minutes?
All of that, maybe 20. Cable station. Dehydrator. That needs a bunch of metal cementing paste. I don't think I have metal for that even. No, maybe I'm getting there. Repair station. Yeah, the grinder requires a stupid amount of metal. Goodbye, mustache hair. Refrigerate materials and requires only power to be activated. Must have a control console nearby for pulling to work.
Want to do me a favor?
What's that?
I was gonna go outside to do the recycling, and I set my phone down somewhere. Want to give it a call?
Okay.
I don't think the text will do if it's upstairs.
You know what? I'm gonna do this from the texting though, just to make sure I text the right number and not the home number, or phone the right number. There we go.
No, that's fair.
So, you guys were talking about holiday earlier. Is that a Canadian thing or?
Today is, it's long weekend Monday in August.
I got it.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you. It had fallen between somewhere.
Yeah, no problem. What is today? Victoria Day or something?
Terry Fox Day.
Terry Fox Day? Shows how much I know.
Guessing that's different than Guy Fawkes Day.
Yeah, Terry Fox
Quite
lost
a
his
bit.
leg to cancer. Guy Fawkes blew some stuff up.
Terry Fox did what?
He lost his leg to cancer and then ran coast to coast to raise funds and awareness for cancer research.
I see.
No, hold on. He never made it coast to coast. He made it to Thunder Bay. I don't know if he went from the east to the west or west to east, but he stopped at Thunder Bay.
Yeah, he made it like halfway across the country before his cancer had progressed enough that he had to quit.
Yeah,
right.
But still, a valiant effort.
I want to say it was east to west.
Yeah, I think he started in Atlantic Canada.
That seems right.
Okay, so the AA dehydrators work way faster.
My favorite one was February. Louis Real Day. Only because bugging Mama French, I could call it Trader Day, and it drove her nuts.
Yeah, everywhere else in the country he was a fucking hated traitor, in here named him holiday after him.
Well, some family member of hers actually like hit him or something, so she was so proud. I'm like, oh, Trader Day. She's like, I'll strangle you. I'm like, okay.
You're just like, oh, will you now?
I dare you. Please don't.
I'm like, hey, don't get me wrong. That trader gives us an extra day off.
Alright, the rest of this can get auto-sorted. Oil. Rotten meat.
I remember being so programmed for the U.S. holidays.
You do the thing.
I should know them by now, but I still don't, so I feel like I probably never will.
I think I started to forget them, but for me, they were working for the U.S. side of things. They were the days off, so.
You traitorous bastard.
The best / worst was Thanksgiving, because you get the Thursday off, so I get to sit at home and watch football all day, knowing that Black Friday was looming.
Yeah, knowing it was going to be an absolute gong show the next day.
Well, I'd go in and I'd take 30 forms for, card increases in regards to their limits, I'd fill them up with all my information, and by lunchtime I'd be through them. Oh, we're standing in the store and we need $3,000 on our. Yeah, okay, fine. Here, sign, sign, sign. Done. Go ahead.
Like if you need $3,000 more on your credit card limit, maybe you shouldn't be buying a thing.
No, it was on their debit card. They wanted to be able to
Oh,
purchase 3,000 so they could buy that big screen TV or whatever it was.
okay. I thought it was
They
credit card
needed their
increases they were
daily
looking
limit
for.
increased.
Yeah, that makes
Exactly.
more
Yeah,
sense.
daily,
That makes
yeah.
more sense. I'm
And I had
like
like third.
just shaking my head. This is why people are in debt. Black Friday comes and they're like, I want to spend $3,000 on a fucking TV. Okay, how much room have you got in your card? None. I need $3,000.
No, they all had the money. I just had the forms like filled out ahead of time because I knew that's all it was.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's in a fancy bag on the ground, can I pull it up here, please?
Good on the wife. You might be peaking over 10 hours of overtime for the weekend.
Nice.
No. Damn it, you suck.
She has the on-call phone at every 5, I'm
Yeah.
going to say phone calls, but emails, whatever, interaction. She gets an hour worth. I think she's hitting 50 or 60 by now, so.
You pull the spoiled meat? Okay. Okay, if we pipe it through a dino.
Are you making a dinosaur a part of your fucking sorting facility?
Well, now just making it part of getting it from down below to up top.
Okay.
That'd be great. You have a long neck. Here, you move this to this, you move this to this.
Flintstones this shit up, turn one of them into a vacuum.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that I really need 900 pounds of spoiled meat, but it's moved now.
You had it anyway.
I have a feeling I'm going to need to make a separate generator.
Alright, that is 4 System of the Down albums, and those are very enjoyable.
Yeah, they're pretty decent stuff. Did you get through Mesmerize, Hypnotize, or did you stop before that?
Or maybe not.
Pardon me?
Did you get to Mesmerize, Hypnotize, or did you stop before that double album? Because they had what? Steal This Album,
I have
Toxicity.
Mesmerize. I have Steal This Album, Toxicity.
For some reason, you're breaking up really bad.
Yeah, it's like no data coming.
But it sounds like you have the double album for Mesmerize, Hypnotize. I didn't know if you had like some really small albums that they had released that I'd never heard of.
gonna starve. I just pulled. I'm just moving the food truck.
Oh man, not another Nutrients. Do not want.
All right, can you hear me better?
Yep.
Yeah, that came in good there.
That's because the 50 gigs of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air finally finished.
I found a 145 Anki. Do we want another high-level Anki?
Ooh, what color?
How much?
Level 145.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, Mesmerize, Steal This Album, Self-Titled, and Toxicity.
Yeah.
But the Mesmerize is not a double. It's only...
It wasn't technically a double album. They released it as two halves of a double album. Was basically how they called it.
So what came with it then?
But they basically came like I think a few months apart in the same year. So it was all the work and everything was done on them pretty much in tandem.
Together, yeah.
And to answer your question, I have no idea what came with them. Dire Wolves. Dire Wolves. Oh yeah, that's ideal. Now it's nightfall. Maybe I won't be here. Maybe I'll go home. That's a Kentro. Yeah, I thought so. What level is that Argent? 10... 70... What about that one? 70... Okay.
Wait, Argent, can you carry all this gas? Oh, why does this have a level up? Why does it only have 500 weight? Because I jumped on the wrong Argent.
Oh yeah, you jump on Chicago?
Zaratu?
Ah,
The one that JMO flew up here?
yeah. Oh shit, I forgot I had a Parasaur in my taming pen. I hope she's still there. That was that fancy orange and red tech Parasaur that I was like bringing home because it looked cool. Uh-oh. Oh, this is cool. I can see exactly where my base is just based on the landscape. I'm coming down like the outside edge of the redwoods, and I can see my peninsula, even without all the rocks and stuff that naturally live there.
Yeah, I want to say, like, all the trees and stuff particularly don't spawn. Or they don't show up, you know.
that's perfect. I'm like, I'll just sit down here for a second so my Argent can grab a breath. What's here? Nothing, just an alpha raptor with Carno buddies. Come on, Yankee. Let's get out of here before they decide that we're looking like dinner.
Should probably get some lights going.
How long ago would you say I put that parasaur there? An hour?
We haven't logged off. It'll still be there.
Is that the criteria?
I
Just
think.
as long as we don't log off.
Feels like it.
Oh yeah, she's still there. Alright, you guys are gonna have to share. Sorry that the pen is so crowded. I'm an idiot.
It's called the housing shortage.
Yeah, it's a little suboptimal. Okay. She is out cold and needs 3 basic kibbles. Okay. I can't see a fucking thing here. Wood thatch fiber. Alright, let's fix the goddamn wall since I can't move it.
Oh shit. The refrigerator is unpowered.
Dun dun dun.
Dum Dum, give me back that generator. Just because, yeah.
Repair.
Okay. Apparently I'm going to make a second generator.
That is what you'll do if you want your critters to live. Alright, come on out of there.
I just don't want like my entire refrigerator to spoil because the power went out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not that expensive. Except the materials are associated with a different control console.
Oh my god! That was a fucking hit. Oh,
Are you still wearing socks?
And Anki hits a home run.
that Anki just knocked me the fuck out of the ballpark. It knocked me out of half my goddamn armor. Whew. I didn't take much damage, but I'm wearing shoes and a helmet. Alright, so I'm not going to get close enough for you to do that again, because that sucked.
Anki's just like, I'm a big boy.
Oh, yeah, he's no fucking around here. Welcome to Major League Baseball.
There's your home run derby.
He just literally knocked me out of all of my clothes. I've never been so impressed by something trying to kill me.
Remember how you were explaining like
Yeah.
pitchers throwing lobs?
Yeah, I know. Today I'm the meatball. It's okay, buddy. You're almost unconscious. And then I'll stop poking you in the ass with arrows.
Holy jeepers, she's giving someone the riot act.
Oh, yeah?
I guess they got to the building and couldn't get in or something, so she's walking them through it.
Alright. 145 Enki, unconscious and being fed. That was a goddamn glorious hit. I'm so glad that I got to see that.
Defined as swinging for the fences.
Oh, yeah. Swinging for the fences with a vengeance.
Still unpowered.
I shall name you Homer. Because you sent me on an odyssey. Come on, buddy. Oh, God.
Because he sent you on an odyssey, or because you hit a home run?
No, it could be both. You didn't see how far I flew, man. It was some trip.
Yeah, I did.
No, did you? You got it in time?
Yeah, like way out into the water.
Yeah, I just went sailing, left my clothes behind. Oh, man, that was
Area
glorious. What's that?
I said he changed area codes.
Yeah, pretty much. I had to change my phone number. I was no longer in the 204.
No one wants to be part of the 413.
Yeah, really. Like, I haven't seen a single phone number that actually starts with that area code yet. Kind of makes me laugh because they released it like 2 years ago.
I think that's the alternate.
Yeah, because 410 is Alberta. No, 403 and 710 are Alberta.
780 and 403 are Alberta.
780 and 403. Yeah.
780 is Edmonton, 403 is Calgary.
403 is everything else.
Overlapping OCD areas is as wonderful as I was hoping it was going to be.
Not terribly doable. Alright. Lazarus, we're gonna park you over here. Come on, Homer. Come on, dude. What are you stuck on?
I remember someone from the phone company trying to explain it to me. They're like, "Oh yeah, we just take 204 and double it, and then add 5." I'm like, "Well, that's great. Everyone's gonna remember that. That works well."
Or you know, she could be like, it's going to be the same as information service 411. That would have made sense too. But I suppose this is easier. Too complicated math.
Is it information 311?
No, have you never heard the saying, "What's the 411?"
Oh well, yeah, in that sense, yeah.
Yeah. So you know, she could have referred to an already existing thing that people would find familiar. No, let's
Yeah.
let's refer people to math that many of them aren't going to be capable of.
Double it plus 5. That works out great. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, that's so simple and elegant.
Gee, how will I ever forget?
All right. I'm gonna steal your saddle and put it on this fella who's apparently stuck to this rock. Not sure how or why. Yeah, I'm totally not understanding why you're stuck here, dude. Turns out Homer's a bit of a gomer.
Now that you're up, where are you gonna want to get breakfast from?
You know, you could tell her no.
It's the plan.
Like, does she not realize she's dying too?
I don't think so.